All right. So since the election, I have been, one of those people who was supporting Kamala and hoping that the election went the other way, and just demoralized afterwards by the fact that our country would choose someone with the record of Donald Trump. And so, like most of the people who felt that way, they stuck their heads in the sand. And that's pretty much what I have done since November. I'm a news junkie. Usually I'm watching MSNBC or CNN or some other news source 24/7. I got it on. I'm reading 10 news websites a day, always really, really wired into what's going on. But since November, not so much because I haven't been able to stomach it. And instead, I've been thinking about, how am I going to deal with the next 4 years? And a lot of people have been thinking about that because the last 4 years that he was in office were, quite frankly, a nightmare. And I, for 4 years, had a knot in my stomach. And I used to sleep with my iPhone next to my bed charging. And I use my iPhone as my alarm clock in the morning. So every morning for 4 years, the alarm would go off and I'd be lying in bed, eyes half shut, and I'd pick up the phone and go, okay, what did this idiot do now? And there would be something every single day, something every day. And so I decided I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not going to do that to myself this time. What I'm going to do is follow this mantra, and I hope that you take this mantra up too. And the mantra is every time that Trump does something, think to yourself, is this the hill that I want to die on? Is this the hill that I want to die on? Every time he says inject yourself with bleach or shoves a world leader out of the way or throws, rolls of toilet paper at people who have just suffered a devastating hurricane, rather than living with your head on fire, which is basically what I did for 4 years, just think, is this the hill that I would die on? And you'll find that your life will go a lot easier over these next 4 years. I'm not saying don't be engaged and don't know what's going on. I am not going to be sleeping next to my iPhone anymore. I am going to get up in the morning. I'm going to eat a healthy breakfast. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to work on my novels. I'm going to work on my plays. I'm going to play with my 2-year-old granddaughter. Then from 6 to 7:30, I will watch the news. And if there is a hill that I'm willing to die on, when I say that, I'm talking about something where I really want to get engaged, where I feel like I need to do something, if it is a critical congressional race, or if it's reproductive rights, or if it's the rights of people of color or of immigrants, those kinds of things, then I will get involved. Those are hills that I'm willing to die on. I'm not willing to drive myself crazy anymore because Trump said something stupid. Because he's going to say something stupid or do something stupid or offensive every single day. He's a toddler. The man is a toddler, and that's how you got to look at it. And what does a toddler want more than anything else? Attention. And that's why they'll fall out in the middle of the grocery store in the candy aisle and thrash around and have a tantrum because they want attention. And you know what you do when they act like that? You walk away. And when you walk away, guess what? They stop yelling and screaming and they get up and they run after you. That's what happens. So Trump's whole thing is look at me, look at me, look at me. Well, stop looking at him. Stop giving him what he wants. Stop looking at him. Is this the hill that I want to die on? That's what it is that you need to do. It's certainly what I'm going to do in order to get through the next 4 years, because there's going to be an outrage a day and you will make yourself insane by reacting to every stupid thing that he's done. So I'm going to watch the news from 6 to 7:30. Then, if there's no hill that I'm willing to die on at 7:30, I am going to binge watch 20 years of Law and Order, because I'd rather watch people get murdered on TV than listen to this ass clown.